Imagine this. It's 6 a.m. and your alarm goes off. But instead of jumping out of bed like you used to, you lie there for another 20 minutes staring at the ceiling. The energy that once powered you through your days feels like it's been slowly draining away, drop by drop, year after year. Does that sound familiar? I know how you feel. I've been there myself. The frustration, the confusion, the questions that keep nagging at you. What happened to the man I used to be? Where did all that vitality go? If you're watching this video, chances are you've noticed something's changed. Maybe it's taking longer to recover after yard work. Perhaps you've noticed your belt size going up while your confidence goes down. Or maybe it's something more intimate, something you don't even want to admit to yourself, let alone discuss with your doctor. Here's what most men don't realize. After 50, your body goes through changes that nobody really talks about. Sure, we joke about getting older, about creaky joints and reading glasses, but there's something else happening beneath the surface, something that affects every aspect of your life, your energy, your mood, your strength, even your relationships. You see, there's a silent thief robbing you of your vitality, and its name is declining testosterone. Now, before you click away thinking this is just another medical lecture, stick with me, because what I'm about to share with you isn't about expensive treatments or complicated procedures. It's about something so simple, so natural that you might not believe it until you try it yourself. I remember talking to my friend Robert, a 58-year-old construction manager who'd been working hard his whole life. He told me, I used to be able to work 10-hour days and still have energy to play with my grandkids. Now I feel like I'm running on empty by lunchtime. Sound familiar? Here's the shocking truth. Your testosterone levels have been dropping about 1 to 2% every year since you turned 30. By the time you hit 50, you could be operating at half the testosterone levels you had in your 20s. Half. No wonder everything feels harder than it used to. But here's where it gets really interesting and a little frustrating. When Robert went to his doctor complaining about fatigue and loss of drive, you know what he was told? It's just part of getting older. You need to accept it. Can you believe that? Just accept feeling tired, weak, and disconnected from the life you want to live? Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to accept it, because what most doctors won't tell you, either because they don't know or because they're too focused on prescriptions, is that your food choices can make a dramatic difference in your testosterone levels. And I'm not talking about some exotic superfood from the Amazon or expensive supplements. I'm talking about foods you can find at your local grocery store. And you might be thinking, come on, food can't possibly make that much difference. I understand your skepticism. I was skeptical too. But let me share something that might surprise you. Studies have shown that certain foods can boost testosterone production by up to 52%. 52%. That's not a minor improvement, that's life-changing. Before I reveal these 3 powerful foods, let me tell you what happened to Robert. After making these simple dietary changes, he called me 6 weeks later. I feel like someone turned the lights back on, he said. I worked a full day, helped my grandson with his treehouse, and still had energy to take my wife dancing. The excitement in his voice was unmistakable. But here's the mistake most men make. They think testosterone is just about, bedroom performance. And while that's certainly part of it, testosterone affects so much more. It influences your mood, your mental clarity, your muscle mass, your bone density, even your cardiovascular health. When your testosterone is low, it's like trying to run a high performance engine on low grade fuel. I remember another friend, Michael, who noticed he was becoming more irritable, more withdrawn from his family. I just don't feel like myself anymore, he confided. What he didn't realize was that low testosterone can significantly impact your emotional well-being. Men with low T are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, and mood swings. So what are these 3 foods that can naturally boost your testosterone? Before I tell you, let me paint you a picture. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and actually feeling awake. Imagine having the energy to pursue your hobbies, to engage with your family, to feel strong and confident again. That's not a fantasy. That's what proper testosterone levels can do for you. The first food might surprise you because you've probably been told to avoid it. Eggs. Yes, eggs, specifically whole eggs with the yolk. You see, for years we were told that egg yolks were bad because of cholesterol, but here's what they didn't tell you. Cholesterol is actually the building block of testosterone. Your body literally needs it to produce this vital hormone. I know what you're thinking, but won't eggs raise my cholesterol? Here's the fascinating part. Recent studies have shown that dietary cholesterol has much less impact on blood cholesterol than we once thought. In fact, the vitamin D, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids in eggs all support healthy testosterone production. Start your day with 2 or 3 whole eggs, prepared any way you like, scrambled, boiled, in an omelet with vegetables. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're giving your body the raw materials it needs to produce testosterone naturally. Remember Robert? He started having 3 eggs for breakfast every morning instead of his usual cereal. I couldn't believe the difference, he told me. Within 2 weeks, I noticed I wasn't hitting that afternoon slump anymore. The second food is even more readily available: oysters. Now, I know not everyone loves oysters, but hear me out. Oysters contain more zinc per serving than any other food, and zinc is absolutely crucial for testosterone production. In fact, even a mild zinc deficiency can cause a significant drop in testosterone levels. But if oysters aren't your thing, don't worry. Other zinc-rich foods include beef, pumpkin seeds, and cashews. The key is to get adequate zinc in your diet regularly. Your body doesn't store zinc, so you need a consistent supply. I remember when Michael started adding zinc-rich foods to his diet, he opted for a handful of pumpkin seeds as an afternoon snack and made sure to have beef twice a week. I thought it was all in my head at first, he said, but my wife noticed I was more engaged, more present. It was like the fog had lifted. The third food is something you probably already have in your kitchen: garlic. Yes, garlic. This humble bulb contains a compound called allicin, which has been shown to reduce cortisol levels. Why does that matter? Because cortisol is testosterone's enemy. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. It's like a seesaw. In our stress-filled world, most of us have chronically elevated cortisol levels. By adding garlic to your meals, you're not just enhancing flavor, you're actively fighting back against the stress hormone that's suppressing your testosterone. But here's the best part: you don't need massive amounts. Just a clove or 2 of fresh garlic in your cooking can make a difference. Crush it and let it sit for a minute before cooking to activate the allicin. Add it to your eggs, your stir fries, your pasta sauces. Make it a regular part of your meals. You might be wondering, is it really that simple? Can 3 foods really make such a difference? The answer is yes, but with an important caveat. These foods work best as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. You can't eat eggs, oysters, and garlic while sitting on the couch all day, eating junk food, and expect miracles. But here's what I love about this approach. It's not asking you to revolutionize your entire life overnight. Start with these 3 foods. Make them a regular part of your diet. As you begin to feel the effects, more energy, better mood, increased strength, you'll naturally want to make other positive changes. I've seen it happen time and time again. Men who thought their best days were behind them suddenly rediscovering their vitality. Take Tom, a 62-year-old grandfather who started implementing these dietary changes. I joined a hiking club, he told me 6 months later, something I never would have considered before. I'm keeping up with guys 20 years younger than me. But let me address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. If it were this simple, everyone would be doing it. Here's the truth. Most people don't know about this. They're too busy chasing the latest fad diet or expensive supplement. They don't realize that the solution might be sitting in their refrigerator. And then there's another factor: patience. These foods don't work overnight. It takes consistency. You need to make them part of your regular diet for at least 6 to 8 weeks to see significant results. In our instant gratification world, many people give up too soon. But you're different. You've made it this far in the video because you're serious about reclaiming your vitality. You understand that real lasting change takes time and commitment. And the beautiful thing is, unlike medications with their side effects and complications, these foods offer nothing but benefits. Think about it. Eggs provide high quality protein and essential nutrients. Oysters and zinc rich foods support your immune system and wound healing. Garlic has cardiovascular benefits and may even help reduce your risk of certain cancers. You're not just boosting testosterone, you're improving your overall health. Now, I want to address something important. If you're currently on any medications or have health conditions, always consult with your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes. This information is meant to educate and empower, not replace medical advice. But here's what frustrates me. Many doctors are quick to prescribe testosterone replacement therapy without first exploring natural options. TRT can be appropriate in some cases, but it often comes with side effects and can shut down your body's natural production. Why not try the natural approach first? I remember when Robert's doctor suggested TRT. Robert decided to try the dietary changes first. 3 months later, his testosterone levels had increased naturally without any synthetic hormones. His doctor was amazed. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, he said. Let me share one more story that really drives this home. David, a 55-year-old accountant, had been struggling with low energy and mood issues for years. His wife had noticed he'd become withdrawn, less interested in their relationship, less engaged with life. Sound familiar? David started with the eggs. Every morning, 3 eggs with some vegetables. Then he added zinc-rich foods, beef twice a week, pumpkin seeds as snacks. Finally, he became liberal with garlic in his cooking. My wife jokes that she can smell me coming, he laughed, but she's not complaining about the other changes. 6 weeks later, David reported feeling like a different person. I'm waking up with energy. I'm more focused at work. In my relationship with my wife, he paused, smiling. Let's just say she's very happy with the changes. But here's what really struck me about David's transformation. It wasn't just the physical changes, though those were significant. It was the mental and emotional shift. He felt more confident, more engaged with life, more like himself again. You see, when your testosterone levels are optimized, everything works better. Your brain functions more clearly, your mood stabilizes, your body responds better to exercise, your metabolism improves. It's like upgrading your entire operating system. Let me give you some practical tips for implementing these foods into your daily routine. For eggs, try meal prepping. Hard boil a dozen eggs on Sunday and keep them in the fridge for quick breakfasts or snacks. Make egg muffins with vegetables that you can grab and go. For zinc, if oysters aren't practical, focus on beef, lamb, or pumpkin seeds. A simple trail mix with pumpkin seeds and cashews makes a perfect testosterone boosting snack. Just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds provides nearly half your daily zinc needs. For garlic, buy it fresh and keep it on your counter. Make it a habit to add it to at least one meal per day. Garlic powder works in a pinch, but fresh is best for the allicin content. Try making a simple garlic olive oil that you can drizzle on vegetables or use for cooking. Here's another tip. Combine these foods when possible. Make a beef stir fry with lots of garlic. Have an omelet with beef and garlic. Create combinations that make it easier to get all 3 foods regularly. But remember, while these 3 foods are powerful, they work best as part of a healthy lifestyle. Get adequate sleep. Testosterone is produced primarily during deep sleep. Manage stress through meditation, walking, or whatever works for you. Stay hydrated. Reduce alcohol consumption as it can lower testosterone levels. And here's something crucial: lift weights. Resistance training has been shown to boost testosterone levels naturally. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. Just 20, 30 minutes of strength training 3 times a week can make a significant difference. Combine this with your dietary changes, and you're creating a powerful synergy. I want you to imagine something. Picture yourself 6 months from now. You're waking up refreshed, energized, ready to tackle the day. You're stronger, both physically and mentally. Your relationships are thriving because you're present, engaged, the man you want to be. This isn't a fantasy. This is what's possible when your hormones are balanced. But it starts with a choice to take control of your health naturally, a choice to fuel your body with foods that support optimal hormone production, a choice to not accept decline as inevitable. You know what breaks my heart? The number of men who suffer in silence, who accept fatigue and weakness as their new normal, who don't realize that help is as close as their kitchen. Don't be one of them. You deserve better. Your family deserves the best version of you. Think about your grandchildren. Don't you want to be the grandfather who plays with them, who teaches them, who has the energy to be truly present in their lives? Think about your spouse. Don't you want to be the partner who still has vitality, passion, zest for life? This isn't about turning back the clock or pretending to be 25 again. This is about being the best version of yourself at any age. It's about vitality, not vanity. It's about health, not just hormones. I've shared these 3 foods with hundreds of men, and the transformations have been remarkable. Not just physical transformations, but mental, emotional, relational transformations. Men rediscovering their passion for life, reconnecting with their families, pursuing dreams they'd abandoned. Remember, Michael? 6 months after starting these dietary changes, he called me. "I just signed up for a martial arts class," he said, laughing. "At my age. Can you believe it? But I feel strong enough, energetic enough. My wife says I'm like a new man." And Robert, he's now leading a hiking group for men over 50. "I want other guys to know they don't have to accept feeling old and tired," he told me. "There's so much life left to live." These aren't exceptional stories. These are normal men who made simple dietary changes and experienced profound results. The only thing special about them is that they took action. So here's my challenge to you. Start tomorrow. Have eggs for breakfast. Add zinc-rich foods to your lunch. Include garlic in your dinner. Do this consistently for 8 weeks. Keep a journal of how you feel. Note your energy levels, your mood, your strength. I guarantee you'll notice changes. Maybe subtle at first: better sleep, less afternoon fatigue, improved mood. Then more significant changes: increased strength, better focus, renewed interest in activities you'd abandoned. But don't just take my word for it. The science backs this up. Studies have shown that men with higher testosterone levels live longer, healthier lives. They have lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, and depression. They maintain muscle mass and bone density better. They report higher quality of life scores. This isn't just about feeling better today, though that's certainly important. This is about investing in your future health. Every egg you eat, every zinc-rich food you consume, every clove of garlic you add to your meals is an investment in a stronger, healthier, more vital you. I want to leave you with this thought. You have more control over your health and vitality than you might realize. Yes, aging is natural, but decline is not inevitable. You can choose to fuel your body in a way that supports optimal hormone production. You can choose vitality over resignation. Your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right nutrition, the right lifestyle choices, you can feel strong, energetic, and engaged at any age. It starts with 3 simple foods. It starts with a decision. It starts today. If this video has resonated with you, if you're ready to reclaim your vitality, I encourage you to take action. Share this video with other men who might benefit. Subscribe to this channel for more natural health strategies. And most importantly, Start implementing these changes in your own life. Leave a comment below sharing your experience. Are you going to try these 3 foods? Have you already noticed changes in your energy and vitality? Your story might inspire another man to take control of his health. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Thousands of men over 50 are discovering that their best days can still be ahead of them. Join them. Choose vitality. Choose health. Choose to be the man you want to be. Thank you for watching, and here's to your health, your strength, and your vitality. You've got this.